So the main problem we're looking at in this study, right, is there's been lots of studies in terms of effective leadership behaviors for managing telecommuting teams and looking at ways to facilitate improved employee engagement, maintaining employee motivation. But ultimately what our problem is that we're identifying is, in light of this global pandemic, this COVID-19 telecommuting crisis that a lot of people are facing, we want to be looking at ways to not only maintain and sustain, but also to improve employee engagement in light of this socially distanced, quite frankly, very unprecedented season in our life. The two main purposes of this are to first understand the challenges that present themselves to employee engagement and the impact of this disruptive context. The fact remains that this is such a turbulent, unprecedented season that a lot of us are still trying to navigate, and working from home presents its own different stressors and challenges to maintaining employee engagement. So we want to first be able to understand the impact of those different stressors, and then also identifying and isolating, not isolating, but particularly incorporating effective leadership skills that maintain and sustain that employee engagement over time. So this study is obviously very important in today's context. We're looking at this global challenge to traditional institutional operations. Many companies that have not previously employed remote working are now having to transition to this distance working. And the fact remains that it is completely changing the landscape of modern organizational procedures. We're also looking at the possible permanence of these remote working situations, or at least adapted hybrid work options in the future. So looking at how much longer this is going to go on. Obviously, as cases continue to rise, this is not going to end anytime soon. So looking at as I mentioned, the possible permanence, or at least the hybrid continual work options, and how to maintain employee engagement in light of that. We're also considering the fact that there are external stressors. Some people, as I mentioned, this is their first time working from home. Their kids, they may also have kids that are learning at home, so that managing the work and family life conflict and challenging traditional family roles. And then we're also looking at ways to improve organizational efficacy through improved employee engagement. So those are some of the important contributions, are understanding this changing dynamic of our both our own country as well as global procedures, and looking at how to maintain employee engagement in the midst of a variety of stressors that are presenting themselves that are unique to each individual.